Well, I've been using OS 10 for about a month now, full time, but I had to boot into Windows again to do something really quick, and I found it so annoying. So this video is not going to be, it's kind of going to go into like a Mac versus PC sort of thing, but not really. So before you just say, oh, another Mac versus PC, before you X out, just hear me out. Okay, so like I said, this video is going to go into some Mac versus PC sort of thing, but then I'm going to give my solution at the end. So first I want to just like, a lot of you might be asking, like, why did you build a Hackintosh? Why didn't you just go with a regular Macintosh or a regular Mac computer? And the answer to that is because I wanted a lot of power, and really the only thing that Apple has is either the quad-core iMac or the Mac Pro. And each one of those is over $2,000. If you want the i7, it's like 2,200 for the i7 iMac. If you want the just the baseline Mac Pro is like $2,500. And being a college student, um, we just don't have that kind of money, not for a computer. I mean, you might as well go buy like a used car for that. So it's not that I don't want a real Mac, because I would absolutely love to have a 27-inch iMac sitting on my desk, but it really just comes down to price. I'm not saying that that's not worth it, because their products are just gorgeous. They're very well built, great software, everything's guaranteed to work. I'm not saying that they're not worth it, because they're worth every penny that they're asking for. It's just that I can't afford it. So the Hackintosh is really the way that I assume most kids my age want to go. But if you have a career, you have lots of money, then you can afford a legit Mac. And down my whole career of computers, the years to come, I will definitely be buying some legit Macs. But for my first Mac, I just decided to go the Hackintosh route. Now earlier I said that I had to boot into Windows to do something. And as I was in there, because I have a dual boot. I have my OS 10 Snow Leopard, and then I have my Windows 7. So I booted into Windows 7. I installed it and I left it. It was basically nothing installed, whatever. So I go to install some of my applications. I installed a game, and I was playing a game really quick. And I guess Windows 7, of course, I was playing Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 full screen. So it never told me that it was installing Windows updates. So it installs some Windows updates, and then I guess it has to reboot. But if you don't do anything, it just starts counting down from 10 minutes. So I said, okay, that's enough play. I need to do what I was going to do. So I quit Roller Coaster Tycoon, and there's like 3 minutes left on the restart timer. And that just got me so frustrated, because what if I was doing like something important, and Windows just says, oh, we're going to restart, and they don't even give you a warning. They never said it was installing updates. It never said that it was going to restart my computer. I'm just glad I caught it in time. Now, I was playing a game, it wasn't anything that important, but what if it was? So that just leads me to, this is where the Mac versus PC thing sort of comes in, but this is not going to be like the whole video. One thing, I have my little notepad thing over here. After using OS 10 for a month, it's so much easier, it's so much more reliable. The apps are a lot richer. It's more secure. The apps are more integrated. Like, I have my aluminum keyboard, like the gestures, everything. It's just so easy to navigate through all your windows, through your applications, through everything. And Windows, it's just not like that. You don't have the ease of use. More people are familiar with Windows, but that's not what I mean by ease of use. With Windows, I just find it frustrating sometimes that you don't really feel connected to the computer that you're using. You kind of feel like you just have to deal with what you got. But if you're on a Mac or running OS 10 or whatever, it just seems that the computer is trying to help you do what you want to get done, just because of how easy everything is. If I want to switch windows, it's easy as flicking my hand down on the trackpad and it switches apps. It just seems to like always want to work with me instead of have me work it. It sounds kind of weird, but if you use OS 10 for a month, you'll know what I'm talking about. The things just flow better. But here's where this video might kind of differ from the other Mac versus PC videos out there. What would I rather use? I would say OS 10. Just a single operating system. If I had to pick one and stick with it, it'd be OS 10. But I find that it's just amazing to use both. I don't like having the dual boot, and if I want to do something with Windows, whether it's play a game or whether it's use a converter that I only have in Windows that isn't made for OS 10, I don't have to reboot anymore, because on Mac I can use Parallels. And Parallels, I'll put up some screenshots. Parallels lets you use all your Windows apps right next to your OS 10 apps. So it's like you're running the apps native to OS 10. It's sort of like that. And using this, it's just amazing because it's not great for gaming. If I want to play a game, then yeah, I'll probably have to restart and boot into Windows. But with Parallels, for instance, I have a video converter up here, iLock video converter. And I won't lie, I cannot find a really nice video converter for OS 10. If you know of one, please let me know. But the ones I've had with OS 10, they've given me problems. And this one on Windows worked extremely well. And so if I want to convert videos, like, because I either use Premiere Pro, like I have the trial of Premiere Pro, or Final Cut. And I usually use Final Cut. But it doesn't play very nice with WMV because there's no custom thing for it. You have to like input everything. That means a lot more rendering, and it's a big waste of time. So I like to convert all of my videos to .mov files, and then Final Cut will just recognize that, and I won't have to render unless I change stuff. And if I can use iLock without having to restart, that saves me like 10 minutes. That saves 15 minutes of rendering. That saves extra time on the export. And so using that side by side, it's amazing. So this kind of takes me to the conclusion of this video. If you want OS 10, Windows really will help make it an even better experience. Like I said, side by side, I would gladly prefer OS 10 over Windows any day of the week, any month of the year. Like, I absolutely love OS 10. It works better for me than Windows. It might not work better for you. That's why you could use whatever you want. That's why you're not forced to use OS 10. But in a later video, I'm going to go into, probably my next video, maybe not. But another video I'm starting to write a script for and stuff is like the future of each. So, but yeah, like I said, if you use both side by side, you really do just get an elevated experience. Maybe if you're not like me and you don't have a lot of apps that aren't cross-platform, you probably won't get as big of an advantage at this. But Parallels with OS 10, so Windows and OS 10, like they just run fantastic together. Windows is better for gaming, or if you don't have a lot of money to spend, you just want like a scaled down laptop, then yeah, Windows will probably work for you because you won't be doing a lot of resource intensive stuff. But if you're like me, you do YouTube videos, you do a lot of video editing, you're gonna want a Mac. It just boosts your time, like it saves a lot of time. The apps are richer, better experience. So that's all I have for this video. Please let me know what you think, which operating system you guys like, which one you like using more. If you've used Parallels, if you might try it out, go ahead, let me know. I'm at CPU Kid on Twitter. Please let me know what you think. I absolutely love my Hackintosh. I would never trade it. Like I said, I would like to have a legit Mac, but that's later in the future when I'm making hundreds of trillions of dollars and I'm amazing. So that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching.